Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Justin, back again for another comic haul, and this is for books that came out on May 27th. So, today, which is awesome. I'm doing it on the day. Yay! Yeah, that was fun. But, yes, so new books that came out today. I don't know if I got like 10 or 11 books. And then there's some digital stuff. I can go over the digital stuff first. That's kind of cool. If you're into any of the Valiant titles, like this week, it was Divinity and Ivar, Divinity number 4, so the end of Divinity, 4-4, and Ivar Time Walker, number 5. If you're into any of those books, tomorrow, be Thursday, on comicbook.com's YouTube channel and on their website, we'll have Thursday's Valiant Effort, probably be up late tomorrow night, where myself and Aaron Clutter, the editor-in-chief over there, will be talking about those books. And then if you like Zenescope, we did a video last night that should be up today where we talked about the books that Zenescope that came out this week, which was Snow White, or it was like Grimm Fairy Tales Presents Snow White's 10th Anniversary Special number 1, and then Grimm Tales of Terror number 11. I really enjoyed Tales of Terror. We're just going to call it Tales of Terror. Tales of Terror number 11 was a good story. That was fun to read. Good art and just a good like throwback. Like it felt like you were watching like an old like 70s kind of campy, or not even campy, but maybe like a Twilight Zone type of thing. It's like you were kind of watching or reading through an episode of the Twilight Zone. So that was really cool. So if that sounds good to you, go over there and check that out. I'll put a link in the description below for that. There's a ton of stuff for Dark Horse that came out this week. Wasn't able to get the Dark Horse review up last week, so I was out of town for the weekend, and then I had some issues come up Sunday night, which car issues, good times, but it's all good. So let's just get into the print books that I got this week. First is our normal comic shop news, Star of number 1, whatever that is. I'm not sure. My dogs are fighting too, so that's fun. Here's some art. Alright, so the first book I got this week is Invincible. This is issue 120. If you haven't read Invincible, I recommend you just go back 2 issues to issue 118, which is a jumping on point, new starting point. I mean, you can pick this one up and you'll be fine. But you could go back to that one, and I'm saying that because that issue's 25 cents. So that's a good reason to get it. And then normally this book's only $2.99 anyway. Yeah. So it's a great book, great art. It's Robert Kirkman. Not doing the art, but doing the story. So Robert Kirkman of the Walking Dead fame. He is the storyteller here. So great book if you like superheroes, and especially now. This book is he's gone out into space. If you like that kind of thing, Guardians of the Galaxy, Nova, Green Lanterns, anything out in space type. But not even that, because he's just dealing with it. He's got his family out there, his wife and his child. So, complex book. But so good, so good. Alright, next is, also from Image and new this week, is Sons of the Devil, issue number 1. This is by Brian Buccellato and Tony Infante. This book was great, and I also had look at the back cover. I didn't know the back cover. Let's go. That's awesome. So, alright, I didn't know that. Anyway, what I was going to say about this book is, earlier this week, actually Sunday night, I was able to do an interview over on the comicbook.com YouTube channel with Aaron Clutter. We were able to interview Brian Buccellato about this book and talk to him about that. So I'll put a link in the description below for that interview if you want to check that out. This book is so stinking good. And I thought that before, because I was able to get a review copy and read it before we interviewed Brian, Mr. Buccellato, and thought it was great. Of course, we didn't spoil it in the interview with him, but the ending was so awesome. So I'm really looking forward to issue 2 of this book. So check out that interview. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description below. So, great book from Image. It's a number 1. There are 2 different covers. This is the A cover that I got, and then there's a second cover, but I didn't get it. I may go back and get it, just so I have both. I like it that much. Here, next, we have Convergence, number 8. And here's my question. Why did it price jump to $5 just because it's the last issue? That's pretty lame. Like, you knew we had to pick it up if we've been buying it, so you're just going to force an extra $1 on us? That's not nice. But whatever, I had to get it. I got to finish that story and see what happens. Because we know that this, I don't know what's going to happen. The story's changed so much. But once I'm done with it, I may do a whole video where I just talk about Convergence. Issues 1 through 8. Alright, next is He-Man, The Eternity War, issue number 6. This is just, kind of a childhood favorite of mine, was He-Man growing up. So, I wanted to check this out. And it's been really, really good. It's been way better than I thought it would be. So, if you like He-Man or any type of fantasy stuff like this, it's worth picking up. I think this is the last chapter. It's part 6. Now and forever. So it may be the last issue of this run. I'm not sure what they're going to do after that. So, stop. Alright. Now there's just a whole bunch of Marvel books. And I didn't get everything that Secret Wars presented us with this week. But I got a few. Good bit. Alright. So first is Infinity Gauntlet, number 1. We got a cool picture of Thanos. Star-Lord, and we got some Nova Corps members down here at the bottom. It looks like a family of Novas. Kind of seems like, yeah, it's a family of Novas. It's family Novas. So this is Jerry Duggan. I think he was writing Incredible Hulk, which was really good. The dark green Hulk. I think so. Art in here looks pretty good. So we will see where this story goes. I don't know anything about this one. So I don't think I know anything about any of these, because last week we had Planet Hulk, and that wasn't Planet Hulk. So, a title is a title. I'm not sure what they really mean. Alright. Next is Old Man Logan, issue number 1. I wanted, it's Old Man Logan. You got to pick this one up. This is the one that everybody's going to read. See what happens. Who did the art in here? Because it is great. It is great. Hold on, let me tell you who did the art in this issue, if I can get to it. Andrea Sorrentino. Wow, this looks really good. So, definitely check out Old Man Logan, issue number 1. Alright, next is title I was kind of looking forward to, but I'm not sure if my favorite character's in it yet or not, of this book. This is the Secret Wars 2099, issue number 1. So, I'm not sure if Spider-Man 2099 is in this. I don't see him. Kind of odd to have a 2099 book without him, but I'll read it and see how it goes. Next, one I was really looking forward to, Inferno, issue number 1. If you've gone back and read any of the Inferno from X-Men, or I think it was Uncanny X-Men back then. When did that happen? It happened in the 80s, right? I don't remember. But the Inferno storyline was really, really good with Madeline Pryor. So, I guess that kind of... Hopefully, this actually does delve into it. And while we're talking about the X-Men, did anybody hear, did you hear this kind of rumor, or maybe this grumbling, maybe it's truth, we just haven't, I just don't think I've heard an actual press release for it, that because of the Terrigen bomb going off, the atmosphere of Earth is now deadly to a lot of mutants, so the mutants are going to have to leave Earth and live somewhere else. Not sure if that's true, but think about it. Would that work? Then we could just have a complete, like, X-Men planet or X-Men something somewhere else and them doing their own thing? Or do you think that's ridiculous? I don't know. Even if they did it, I don't see it lasting very long. And then them coming back. Or why isn't there just a mutant that could purify the atmosphere of the Terrigen stuff? Like Storm? Couldn't Storm do that somehow? I don't know. Whatever. Alright, the last book I picked up this week is Avengers. Uncanny Avengers. Ultron Forever. Wow, I didn't know what I got. Number 1. And I was on the fence about getting this one because I got the other issue of Ultron Forever that came out a while back, like when Avengers Millennium was out. So there was a couple issues of that, so I'm kind of confused. But gonna check it out because it's Avengers. You might as well, right? See what they're all doing. It's a lot of the different characters. Well, there's there's gonna be Thors everywhere, but they're fighting. That dude looks like Green Arrow. There's a dude. All right. Let's see if you can see him. See that guy right there? On the Black Widow's hair. His face. He's wearing like blonde. He's got blonde. He's got a goatee and he's wearing green. Yeah. Kind of looks like Green Arrow. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? We're going to find out when we read the book. So, all right, guys. That's it for this week. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like and subscribe here. That would be great. I'm really close to 100 subscribers, so hey, put me over the top. Also, tonight I'll be on Twitch with Happy Box Inc. So I'll have a link in the description of that. And that starts about 8. I think he's going to be playing... Did they say Deadpool? Maybe Deadpool. He may be playing Deadpool. We're going to talk about movies that are coming out. Things like that. We're also going to a con this weekend, so we'll be talking about that. So, like I said, put a link in the description below for that. So if you like video games and like to hear random talking for about 2 or 3 hours, just follow us over there. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Have a good one.